Hey guys, this is Austin, and today I'm here with a video going over my latest gaming PC build, the Neutron. When putting together the Neutron, I wanted to build the best all-around gaming PC without costing a ton of money. That's why we've got a quad-core CPU, solid graphics card, and an SSD, all in a case that won't take up your entire desk. The most important part though is how does it handle gaming? To give you an idea of how it stacks up with some of my other recent builds, I ran them all through the 3D Mark Firestrike benchmark. This is a great general test to see how the graphics compare, and as you'll see, the Neutron nicely shows off what it's capable of. Open up Battlefield 4, and you're looking at a very playable 47.8 frames per second, even on full ultra settings at 1080p. Jump over to Metro Last Light, another excellent looking game that also happens to be a lot of fun, and the Neutron delivers just over 42 FPS on very high settings. Another game that delivers awesome graphics is BIOSHOCK Infinite, where we're also able to play at 1080p on Ultra at 55 frames per second. Load up Grid 2, and not only is it totally playable on Ultra, but you can even crank the resolution up to 1440p without the system breaking a sweat. Now let's crack open the Neutron and see how many quarks we find inside. That was a joke that no one's gonna get, yeah. For the case, we've got the Rosewell Line M, which I've used a few times in previous builds, as it's a great choice with a pair of 120mm fans and enough room for a micro ATX motherboard. There are actually two versions of the Line M, the standard model and the A model, which I have here. The only differences are the lack of an LED for the front fan and one fewer USB 3.0 port on the A version, which makes it about $10 cheaper. The choice is up to you, but either way you're getting a solid case. For the processor, we're looking at an Intel Core i5-4430, a quad-core CPU based on the Haswell architecture. While a Core i3 would get the job done, moving up to the Core i5 means you get 4 physical cores, which can definitely come in handy, especially in some of the more demanding games. On the graphics side, we have a Sapphire Radeon R9 270X, an excellent mid-range graphics card. With 2GB of memory and a factory overclock, the 270X is a great choice. As you guys saw earlier, it handles 1080p gaming no problem. For the motherboard, we have an MSI B85M G43. This is a great micro ATX board with USB 3 along with SATA 3 and support for up to 32GB of memory. Speaking of, for the Neutron, we've got 8GB of G-Skill Ripjaws RAM clocked at 1866 MHz, which should be more than enough for now while still leaving room to upgrade later on. For storage, we've got both an SSD as well as a standard hard drive. This really is the best of both worlds in my opinion, as you can install Windows and other programs onto the SSD, and everything else can go onto the hard drive. Samsung has made some excellent SSDs for quite a while, and the 840 EVO was definitely no exception, as with 120GB of capacity, you've got a decent amount of space. Put it together with a 1TB Western Digital Caviar Blue, and you've got yourself an awesome setup that isn't actually all that expensive. One thing I will mention is that to fit both drives into the case, you'll need to also grab a 2.5-inch to 3.5-inch adapter, as while the SSD can be mounted on bottom, there's no room to actually plug it in. Speaking of, for the power supply, we're using a 500-watt Corsair CX500. So if you guys have watched these gaming builds before, you know I really like to use these supplies, as not only are they going to be fairly affordable, but they're also very reliable, and most importantly, they're going to have plenty of power to handle this system today, as well as with some additional upgrades later on. Put it all together, and you've got yourself an awesome gaming rig that's perfect for 1080p. As always, you guys can find the full parts list in the description of this video over on my website. Anyway, I've got to give a big shout out to Hulu Plus for making this video possible. You've probably tried Hulu on your computer, but Hulu Plus is so much more. With Hulu Plus, you can watch current season episodes of your favorite shows like The Colbert Report, Shark Tank, and Family Guy, along with every episode of shows like Naruto, South Park, and Doctor Who, along with ad-free movies and kids shows. One show you guys absolutely have to check out is Cosmos, which is fantastic, and the entire season is available on Hulu Plus. For only $7.99 a month, you can watch your shows anytime and anywhere. Considering that's like a quarter a day, it's so worth it. Just go to huluplus.com/Austin and you'll be able to try it out for free for 2 weeks and help support the channel. That's huluplus.com/Austin, so go check it out and start streaming TV today. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching and I will catch you in the next one.